Training here could also be the reason for the bad network. Well, we are not giving up. We're not giving up on this one today. So happy to have my brother back, and whatever we can do today, we just do. Because he's planning to start his location of abattoir, so I don't want to waste his time too. So let's have it done with and move on. So you guys come back. I beg, don't give up on us. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. If you're here, just tell us your name, where you're watching from, and tell me if you can hear my voice. So that's it. Can you hear us? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. So I'm expecting Brother me back. So we're waiting for him. Today we'll be discussing. Yes, welcome.
Yes, sir. No worry, we did here.
I want to apologize for this back and forth, bro. I know you're busy. I know you're going for about 12.
I can't be too busy for this. It's not possible.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What your brother?
Well, it's God.
People, I didn't tell you that this shirt I'm wearing is that I bought this for me. So I'm locking that shirt.
John.
Oh my God. What a brother you are.
I'm not that nice. It is God.
No, of course. That jacket I'm still going to collect it. Whether you like, don't I'll collect it. So now that we have a bit of network, let's quickly go into it before the devil he will fail.
Okay, let's ignore the end, please. Let's ignore the end, please.
So you're talking about I'm talking about story development. Yes, which also begin for you, like
how because storytelling has a structure that it should follow normally. For it to, of course, you can break the structure, you can divert or digress or do your own thing, because everybody are the owner of your story, but it has a structure it should follow, and that's the structure I try to follow, or at most try and aligned with that structure. So how it works? So how it works for me is
the triangle, the arc of the story.
Yeah, exactly. So how it works for me is this: God gives me an idea, a seed, but God will not tell me, okay, I'm going to write scene 1, scene 2, scene 3. Of course, as I'm building on that idea, is exactly the inspiration will begin to come. So that specific structures I follow. One day I read a book on the arc or the structure of a storytelling. If I say we should talk on that alone, that might be the entire.
It's not a 1 month class. 1 month
class. But what I will do in this class is to just encourage us as German ministers that we should try and do a little more of research. We should do more of research on storytelling because it's our field. This is the field that we are in. We're not doing any other thing. This is the field that God has called us into. And the world, the people that we are, I don't use the word competing, but the people that we are at war with, or not
space
war, the space we find ourselves, the entertainment space that we find ourselves. These people are also trying as much as possible to retain their audience. They are doing so much. They are investing in developing themselves so much. As you know, one of the things about filmmaking is that it consumes budget. Yeah, it's a lot of money. To make a good film, you need a lot of money. Fine. But I tell people that one of the freest things that you can do for yourself is to get the story right. One of the freest things that you can do for yourself is when the story is right. So everything really is not about money. Money is money in filmmaking is important. Let's establish that. It's crucial. But before we even start diving into and talking about money and budget, because some people get so distracted.
What do you want to spend the money on?
Exactly. Some people get so distracted talking about the money, talking about this, but they've not yet settled the structure of the story. They've not yet gotten a good story. And if your story is not right, if your story is not good, that means you are going to call people to shoot what is not good. That means the director will direct a bad story. The editor will edit a bad story.
Let not relight
So it's a chain. It's a chain. It just keeps going.
It's a foundation.
So the script writing for me is the foundation. That's why I really take it serious. I take it very, very important. First of all, in the place of prayer, there's a spiritual aspect to this thing you're talking about, and there's also an aspect of you as the writer to do one, a little bit of investigation, a little bit of research, and a little bit of digging deep. Because sometimes when I write a scene, I can write the scene over and over and over, looking at it over and over and over until I can see that, okay, yes, I'm satisfied with this thing. I can see a flow, sometimes when I'm writing a message, even when I'm writing a spiritual aspect of the scene, whereby somebody is preaching to someone, I tend to write it over and over because sometimes I write a scene, I can write a part of it and I finish writing it and it does not bless me. I don't feel it. In my core, I don't really feel this story. I feel like I've written this thing before somewhere. So it's like a repetition. I don't feel like the Holy Spirit is breathing into this aspect of the scene. I feel like I'm copying what, as a pastor, it's possible for you to go and preach what you have already preached before and nobody will know. It's possible for you to write what you have known before. Okay, the wage of sin is death. They preached to this person. He said no. Preached the second time. He said no. He was going. Car jammed him. He died. He went to a fire. End of sin. It's possible to write all that. So
like linear that way. Yes.
I've a couple of times I've written something that I know myself that this thing is because of. I'm writing it not based from the inspiration, but based from information and based on what I have known before or ideas I have known before about God that I'm cooking up. This one is not the revelation that God revealed to me. So at that point, I tend to pray on that sin again. I can rewrite that sin again. I can rewrite that sin again until I can feed it that this particular sin has blessed me. So I think we should first of all go in that line of, as script writers, getting the story right. There's something called also understanding that the elements, even though everything may not apply in our story, but at least we should understand it. Understand the elements of the structure of a story. Understand story, the elements, understanding protagonist, understanding antagonist. No, you may not even have protagonist, you may not have antagonist because maybe a Christian film, because I've watched a couple of Christian films that is not really about protagonist and antagonist now. The message is for the body.
Are you sure?
Right.
But antagonist and protagonist. It can be anywhere. It can be your inside. It can be inside. It can be
true.
It can be Satan. It can be the church. It can be anything.
Yeah.
So,
but sometimes, but not because of sometimes because of the nature of our work, the antagonists and protagonists sometimes are not spelled out. They are not. They're not obvious. You have to really dig deep. Yeah, right. Oh, every story should have, but sometimes I've noticed that. Like for example, now I'm trying to look for a Muslim film that really doesn't have an antagonist.
You will not see. You're looking for it.
That is true. That's see now. Even Daddy Mike's film has that structure.
I've analyzed more that Mike's before of his film. After his film,
go back to the old ones.
Yes,
old ones.
But
all those
things that
everybody that was saying, okay, these films are interesting. Those things, all those old ones. To go back to Agbarala. Go back to Agbarala. Go back to those old ones. There is structure. There is structure of storytelling. Now, I don't know whether Daddy actually understands structure of storytelling when he was writing it, or maybe it was anointing. I don't know whether he understood.
That has read this in secondary school.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is that I don't know because he never told me about structure. He never told me that there has to be a protagonist, there has to be an antagonist, there has to be a protagonist flaw, there has to be conflict, climate. He just write your story. That's just do yourself. Just do you. That was Daddy. He never sat me down to teach me these things. So after reading about it, researching on it myself, and I realized that all the stories actually has elements of these things. They has a structure. So in the same way, I think it helps to make a story interesting when your story has a structure. Let's, at least as a scriptwriter, understand it first. Understand it. Now, whether it is there or not, just understand that there is a protagonist. And a protagonist is the person that we are all connected to, the person that everybody is associated with, the person that we empathize with. We want something good to happen to it. That's an actor.
So that is my video frozen?
No. It's black. It's all blacked out. But I can hear your voice.
I don't know. I can see. I see this call. So since then, the video has been somehow.
Oh, should we come back? Should I go and come back?
But even me, okay, I can't. It's frozen here. So okay, just black there, right?
No, it's just black here. Just black. You're just blacked out. As I said, let me go and come back real quick.
Okay, go. Okay, let's try it. You can go and come back. Something.
You're still blacked out.
Yes, I can see it's blackout. Is it blackout? But no, here it just froze. I can see myself.
Okay, maybe you just continue then. we just continue. It is well.
Okay, let's just continue. The only thing I can do is probably to start another one. I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do that. I feel that we should just let's just continue.
Yeah.
Probably the network will gain and okay. Let me just give me 1 second. Let me do this.
Okay.
If this will work, I want to see if I can just do. Oh, it's still freezing. The network is good now.
It's very good. I'm hearing. I can hear you clearly.
So, do you mind for me to cut and start this again? Sorry.
Yeah, sure.
That's all.